Good morning, everybody. This is the Vintage Robin's Nest, and I'm here to show you a project that I'm going to start doing this afternoon. This little dresser, I call it a makeup table, was given to us by my little sister that was in ICU for a month. Her kids decided to take her to Dallas with them, and so they sold everything in the house except for her personal belongings. And so picked this up from her. It does come with 5 drawers. I did put a coat of shellac on the top because it does have some water stains and I don't want it to bleed through. My daughter is going to get this because we're going to keep it in the family. She wants it black to match her bed. So that's what I'll be working on here in a little bit. And then I actually have the chair that matches it. I have been carrying this thing around for 30 years. And I always just kept it in my bedroom to throw my clothes on. You know, to keep it up off of my bed. So I'm going to paint that black also. I'll reupholstery the top. And so she'll have the little matching chair that goes with it. And see, it's got the little detail right there. And the detail is on the dresser. So, and here are the drawers. There's 4 drawers. They're in really good shape. So, the shellac I used here in my little town, I couldn't find the spray. So I just picked up this can. And you can put a coat on it and it keeps stuff from bleeding through. Sometimes you might have to use 2 coats. But since I'm going black, I think 1 coat will be good. And I just use a little throwaway brush from Walmart. I also will be using this Homestead House milk paint. And it is in coal black. So when I get ready to paint, I will bring you along with me when I mix it up. Then, of course, if you watched my last video, she's pregnant. She's 6 months along. So this rocking chair also belonged to my sister. And my older sister, Debbie, bought it. And then she gifted it to Shania for the baby. So she also wants that black to go with her room and in the baby's room. So those are the 3 items that I'll be painting this week. So when I get ready, I gotta let this shellac dry. I want it to dry really good. I will be bringing you along for the process. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I am going to mix this paint up. And I just buy these from the Dollar Tree. You get 3 or 4 in a package for $1. And this is what I mix my stuff up. So this paint, milk paint, is coal black from Homestead House. And it's 1 part paint to 1 part water. So I'm going to put the water in. I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of warm water. And then I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of the paint. And that should give me about a cup, which will go a long ways. So, and then I have a Emergent blender that I'm going to mix it up. If you don't have one of these are like 10 bucks at Walmart. You can just use a fork or a spoon and mix it. So I'm going to mix it about a minute. will kind of foam up. So, but that's okay. It will get foamy. And it needs to set about 10 minutes before you use it. Gonna rinse this off. Get it cleaned up. These things are awesome for using milk paint, getting it mixed up. They clean up real easy, like I said. Little water, and see it cleaned up really good. So, so my next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just get me a little plastic fork that, well, thought I had some. So I can just kind of scrape the edges a little bit. Kind of scrape the edges and work that down in there. Well, I can't see it very good because it's black. But you need to let it set for about 10 minutes. And this made about a cup with a half cup of paint and a half cup of water. And you want it to just be kind of runny, drippy. I'll let that set up for about 10 minutes. Get all the bubbles out of it. And then I can use it. And the nice thing about milk paint, well, the one thing about milk paint is if you don't use it all and you're going to do another item, you can stick it in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. And then after that, you'll kind of notice the sour, because it is made out of milk. So after about 3 days in the refrigerator, it is no longer good. But you can keep it stored in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. So I'm just kind of cleaning up my little drops of paint powder. So I will be back when it sets and we'll do some painting. See you in a bit. Alrighty guys, I'm back. We're going to get this party going. Get this painted. I've got my paint. I leave the fork in it so that every once in a while I can stir it up. I'm just using an everyday paintbrush. And we will get this going. This is the black coal, or coal black in the milk paint that I chose to paint this. Get this on here. And I'll go back and smooth it. Got a hair in it, I think. covers really, really well. This is the milk paint. Why do I have all these hairs? Must have been from when I did the, must be from when I did the, shellac. I'll get the first coat on here. I'll probably end up letting it set overnight because it's going to be my bedtime soon. I get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Hopefully you guys can hear me. This will be gorgeous when it's done. And I always go back and just kind of make it, get rid of the brush strokes. So, do this little right here. I will go ahead and jump down here so that you guys can see. I am doing it with the drawers in because they fit flush. There's no lip on it. And I will go ahead and paint over the handles. And I'll stress those back so that you can see some of the gold. Okay, so I showed you that. I showed you that part. I'm going to go ahead and paint this up. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me do this whole thing. It'd be kind of boring. So I will come back when it's all got the first coat on it. See you in a bit. Hey guys, well I'm back. It's been actually 4 days since I've worked on this because we had a yard sale out at my sister's. So now I'm back. This has got 2 coats of the coal black milk paint, and all I have is an old sanding sponge with some 220 grit sandpaper, and I'm going to sand it back a little bit. Usually I use wet distressing in the house, but this is such a big job that I'm just going to go ahead and just lightly stress this back in spots. I think it will be really pretty. That. Oops. Sand it back just a little bit. How's that looking? Oh yeah, I like that. So I'll do that drawer like that. Sand this back just a little bit. Kind of bring out the details, bring back that color. I'm gonna do this drawer here. Then after I get this dressed, I'll wipe it down with a wet rag to get all the dust off of it. And then I'll put some clear wax on it. Get here on this side so I can see what I'm doing. I think that'll look pretty. Didn't want to use my sander. Really didn't want to use my sander because it will make it go all over the house, but I do have a wet rag here. I'll wipe that there back. What did I do with it? Well, I just lost my rag that I had. So, I guess I'll do it afterwards. I was just going to show you what it will look like afterwards. So I'm just going to hit all the edges and corners and lightly sand the top. Just knock off any paint that might be. And I'll be back when I get it done. Hey guys, I'm back. I've stressed it really good. The fronts and the sides are ready to wax. I'm going to have to put some more shellac on here, another coat of shellac, because I've got some bleed through. And then I'll repaint the top. And so I will be back when I get that done.